Hey everybody, what's going on? We're here with a timeless reading. Welcome. Okay, first card that we have out is Nine of Cups. I'm also seeing a Tower. Nine of Cups is connected with something that you want. To have the Tower on the bottom of the deck, this can mean that like something is coming about unexpectedly. Because it's the Nine of Cups, this would be a favorable thing. Nine of Cups is like a wish or a dream or a desire or something that you really want or something that you feel really grateful for, that type of thing. So you can be, something is going on that's connected with what you want, figuring it out. Something that you want is coming up unexpectedly, but you may have multiple things going on right now, and that's part of what needs to be figured out. Because having Nine of Cups, but then having Two of Pentacles, there can be like multiple things. It's like maybe you were satisfied with what was going on, and now like an additional thing is popping up, and you could be trying to like figure that out. So this is like a lot of good stuff that's happening. This is a lot of stuff where I think things are going exceedingly well at this point, but it may be sort of like prioritizing what's most important. So there may be like a hierarchy that you're trying to figure out as far as what you're tending to. Yes, as far as what you're tending to. But there can be something else that's thrown into the mix, and it seems like because it's something you want, it's like something that you want to integrate into what you have currently going on. This can also be about stuff that's connected with the future as well, like figuring out what you want in the future and then prioritizing that. But there can be steps that you're taking now. You can also be like deciding between what you want too, if you feel like there are certain things that you have to pick. Let's get a clarifier. There's stuff about the future that you're figuring out. But okay, so it can be like you have multiple things that you want right now, and you can be like, well, which one do I want to be part of like long term? Like that type of thing. What's this Nine of Cups? Nine of Cups is connected with a movement of some type. Or like something that's going to be shifting or something that's going to be changing. What I'm seeing too is that some of you may be sort of like adjusting to the next period of like, what do I want now versus what did I want before? What no longer like fits or resonates and what will, like that type of thing. This can even be like, what do I want to be part of my future as well? Like that sort of thing. This has to do with what you're involved in and what you feel like is enough for you, or something that you're moving within where you feel like it's aligned for you, meaning like things on a basic level work smoothly. There's something about the future that's being looked into. What it looks like as well. Okay, there's going to be information specifically about this, but I'm seeing that you have to wait for it because it's not going to come through yet. I do get the vibe of having multiple options rather than not having enough and being like, now I feel like I'm forced down this path. It feels like there are a couple different ways that you can go, and you're trying to figure out like what the proper way is to do this. But it can be tricky now because it can be like something that you're doing now that's going to connect with things that are going on like later down the line, later on, which has been a theme that's been coming up lately. It's about like decisions that we're making now and how they're going to impact us in a while from now. What I'm seeing is that there's information that you're going to get about like a destination or something like that. It's connected with where you're going, but for some of you, you have to wait for this information to come through, but I'm seeing that it is going to come through. It just wouldn't be right now. For others of you, you could be getting in information soon, and it's going to be connected with like a future thing. And this would be information that you feel like is like relevant to what's happening, but not relevant to what's happening necessarily like right now. It's more so focused on what's going to be happening later on. And you could also be like having questions about something like in the near future or distant future. It's about like future type stuff. I'm seeing you're also like making progress with this process as well. And you could be like asking questions or finding out information, or this is going to be coming through for you because it seems less so. It seems like it's going to find you no matter how it is that you proceed through this. I'm seeing that you're gonna get answers, you're gonna get information, that type of thing. And I'm seeing it again specifically be connected with like a later destination that you're gonna be moving to. But you could be like, I want the information now, but it's not going to come in right now. You have to wait for it. Or like the whole thing doesn't make sense yet or right now, and it's going to. Okay, this is connected with, it looks like a chance that you would be taking. I'm seeing that you may have mixed emotions about this, or you may feel like a little bit all over the place and you want to ground. But you may be taking a risk for something that you want. Taking a risk, taking a chance. Doing something different. That's why there can be conflict too that you're feeling as well. Meaning, maybe your ego is like, I don't know about that. Like, is that actually safe? And you may feel that your intuition is like, come on, let's go this way and see what's over there. It's like that type of thing. It does feel like something is being resolved about what you want. So you can feel, as I said before, I get this feeling that right now you have multiple things going on that you want, and you can feel like you can't have all of it or you can't have everything. And so you have to pick the most important stuff, like the stuff that holds the most weight for you, or whatever other way you're deciding this and figuring this out, like how you're going to make this call. But I'm seeing it be very necessary. What I'm seeing be suggested is that it looks like something about the future is connected with that. So your guides may be saying, like, you may have multiple things going on. Some of them may be more short term. Some of them could have a more long-term potential, and that may be part of what's influencing this decision that you're making, or this conflict that you're settling, or this like squaring away that's happening. Because it may not just be like one decision. This can be multiple things that are sort of like coming into place now, where there's like something that's not working and you're trying to get it, well, it's not working in a way that feels congruent. And so what you're doing is trying to figure out how to get everything sort of moving in the same direction, because you could feel like things are not all moving in the same direction right now. And I'm seeing you be like, it feels like a puzzle that you're trying to solve of like, how can I do this? And I'm seeing future stuff be very connected with it. And I'm also seeing something about like taking a chance be connected with this too. or like doing something that would like break up the routine of like what you currently have going on, or it would be like a change or something like that, but it's connected with further exploration. But there can also be a part of you that's like, well, if I do that, does that conflict with what I already have going on? Can I like pull everything together in a way where I can sort of keep everything and not have it clashing with one another? You can be feeling sad about the way that things are going right now, and for some of you, you may feel like there's something that may have to be sacrificed because of this. I don't know if it really does have to be, but that's how you can be feeling right now. That may not necessarily be the case. It feels more so like a feeling, but who's to say? Okay. Conflict that's being worked out. Once this is figured out, you're going to be moving in the direction of something that you want here. Page of Swords is like you figuring out what that is. So right now you could be like, is this my pursuit of happiness? Is this my pursuit of happiness? Is it that thing over there? Page of Swords is you spending time sort of like gathering information to figure out like you're in this right now. How do you get over here? And so that's what you're doing currently. Some of you, it's going to take a minute for this to be figured out. Or like you don't have to do it right now, but it's something that's going to be coming up. I'm seeing it be related to a new chapter. There's going to be information coming in about this, but it's not right now. There's something else that has to be done right now. There are like two parts to this, is what I'm seeing. Stuff about the future that you're learning about, that you're getting information on, gathering information. It's about like what you feel is connected with like what's going to make you happy, but I'm also seeing there be a question too of there could be something that you recognize is like no longer in alignment anymore, but that could mean potentially that you'd have to like walk away from it because you think that something else would be more connected with your pursuit of happiness. So that can be something on the table as like an option. Like, do I want to stay here? Do I want to go? What do I want to do? It seems like this can also be connected with like future. It can be connected with purpose. It can be connected with your dreams. It can be connected with like long-term goals, that type of thing. Where you feel like you're meant to be. It looks like you're being offered a break of some type. Like you would be able to rest if you went in this direction. And that may be something that you want. Like maybe you want something that feels more peaceful. This can even be a desire to have like a cycle that feels more peaceful. But you can feel like what is conflicting with that would be this part of you that may be shying away from taking a chance on something. So it can be like a part of you that maybe feels like all the reasons that you feel conflicted about taking this leap of faith, about giving something a chance. But I'm seeing if you do hop over there and do that, it seems like it's consistent with you being able to like rest in some way, or like gather yourself in some way, or it's something that wouldn't be exhausting to you. And over here I'm seeing something that feels pretty exhausting, but it's just because stuff is being worked out. When you get to this later point over here, which is not right now, this is about, say 1444 on the time, the thing that I'm seeing over here that you're going to be connecting with potentially in the future if you decide to, it's like a chapter that you're going to have where it's like things are much more calm. And it's going to feel very different than what you have going on right now. But why the conflict is right now and what you're working out right now, it's connected with like what you want and what's actually going to make you happy. But I'm seeing your guides be like, you need to prioritize what's going to make you happy if you want to feel what's going to make you happy. You know, like if you want to connect with that. I'm seeing stuff about the future. It feels like this is something that's being figured out. It's going to be connected with things that are going to be happening later down the line. But right now you need to be paying attention to like what makes you happy, what allows you to feel fulfilled, like what lights you up. It's like that type of stuff. The stuff that's connected with the 10 of Cups, where it's like, what's exciting? What do I feel happy about? What do I feel content with? What brings me like calm and peace, and I feel settled and I feel safe? It's like that type of stuff. So your guides are saying something is going to be popping up in the future where I get the sense that there's going to be a decision that needs to be made. It's ultimately about what you want and what you feel like is going to make you happy. When I say happy, I mean, again, like this, I feel calm, I feel at peace, I feel settled, I feel content, I feel a sense of joy, like that type of thing, more consistently than not. Right now, you need to be paying attention to what those things are, so when this time comes, you're going to have like a clear understanding, a clear vision of what that is. So this is going to be very easy for you to move through. Later down the line, something is going to come through and it's going to be connected with a new chapter for you. But in order for you to take this new chapter, you're going to have to take a leap of faith. But it's something where it's going to be like a period of it's not going to be chaotic, basically. That's what I'm seeing. So if you're moving through things right now and you're like, I'm so exhausted, I feel so tired, like this is just a never-ending thing, I'm seeing that there's a chapter coming up where you're going to feel like all of the ways that you need to recover, you're going to be able to do that. But you're going to have to take a chance in order for this to happen. And it may be something that you feel uncomfortable with, but that's why I'm seeing your guides be like, you need to focus on this 10 of Cups. So when this comes up, you're going to feel more confident about making that choice. You may feel more willing to do that. Okay? So it's kind of like the pre-assignment that you're getting before this thing pops up for you. And I'm seeing too, like, you're not going to have to magically know when this pops up. It's going to be brought right to you. And it's going to be like, what do you think? What do you decide? Do you want this or not? Do you want to go into it or not? So it'll be a very like clear thing that happens here. So it's going to be like brought right to you. So you don't have to go looking and be like, where's the opportunity? Where's the opportunity? It's going to be brought right to you in a very direct way. I'm seeing stuff about communication that will happen. Okay, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.